and gentlemen, boys and girls, please rise for the singing of the national song.
God bless Anguilla, nurture and keep her, noble and beauteous she stands with the sea. O land of the happy, a haven we'll make thee. Our life and love we give unto thee. With heart and souls we build our nation proud, strong and free. We love her, hold her dear to our hearts for eternity. Let truth and right our banner be. We'll march ever on. Let truth and right our banner be. We'll march ever on.
Thank you very much. Please remain standing for a word of prayer. This will be done by our Head of Science Department, Mrs. Mary Smith.
Let's bow our heads. Dear Father, we thank you for bringing us to the end of this week. There are so many people who started the week and didn't finish it. We ask for your continued blessings, for your continued protection over our families, over the teachers and students at the Albina Lake College Comprehensive School. We ask that you will continue to bless these young people with their inquiring minds, that they will continue to search for truth, and as they do their experiments and carry their projects, that they will realize that there is a creator, that there is someone who is the master scientist. We ask that you will continue to be with these proceedings, and may everything that is done be to your name's honor and glory. In Jesus' name, amen.
Right before you sit, we'll now have the school song.
Our eyes have seen the vision, our hands in differing ways. We shall build a peace together, a school for future days. Sing out, sing out. Long may she stand, a place of honor in the land. Our minds shall give her beauty, our spirit self-control. Together we shall build her a strong and living
Please be seated and let us give Mr. Tyree Peters a round of applause for such a wonderful rendition. This evening's program won't be too long, and I will try to be as succinct as possible. The Honorable Minister for Education and Social Services, Ms. Deanne Rogers, the Honorable Madam Justice Miss Elneth Kentish, retired, the ANLEC representative and the NCDS representative, Mrs. Rita Celestine Carty, principal of the Albina Lake Hodge Comprehensive School, Ms. Mary Smith, head of science, Mrs. Jocelyn Theophile Richardson, science teacher, other teachers, students, parents, members of the floor, members of the viewing audience, a pleasant good evening. I bid you welcome to this auspicious occasion where students from the Albina Lake Hodge Comprehensive School over the past week would have applied their knowledge and their skills to investigate phenomena or to produce a concept that they've thought of. "2020 has been a baffling year. It's a year in which events you thought only existed on the Sci-Fi Channel, but yet it was real, and it is real. As a result, COVID-19 has placed lots of shackles on us. It has forced us to rethink how we approach things, and it has put our students in a unique position in that they must now seek solutions for problems that exist and make this world and Anguilla a better place. While we note that there's been a decline in the number of projects, and as I mentioned earlier, 2020 has been a different year in comparison to almost all other years, I am still pleased with the work of the students, but I know that you can do better. Is that correct, students? Is that correct? Oh, wow. But to that regard, I am soliciting the assistance of some former science fair participants to ensure that next science fair we're going to have bigger and better awards. That's not a Digicel advertisement, by the way. Thus far, ANLEC will provide the overall winning project with a special prize, and NCDS will also be providing some funds for the winners of the best year group projects. So let us give NCDS and ANLEC a round of applause, please, for their kindness. However, if they are going to be giving bigger and better prizes, it means now that you have to come up with bigger and better ideas. I know you can do it. A lot of you, I listen to you, to your conversations, and I listen to your ideas. Don't just think about your ideas. Actually try and put them into use, because you never know where the next idea may take you. Take, for example, look at Post-it. It may seem simple. It's a big business. Just think about that. So as I promised, I will be as succinct as possible. So we'll now ask the Honorable Minister responsible for Education and Social Services, by the way, a former participant in the science fair, to come and make some brief remarks to you, the listening and viewing public. Madam Minister.
Good evening, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here with you this afternoon at the, correct me if I'm wrong, 12th Annual ALHCS Science Fair Awards, and a greater pleasure to witness this exhibition of Anguillian genius expressed in hypotheses, variables, and conclusions. And I want to remind everyone that science is for everyone, not just for scientists, not just for bookworms, and not just for our lovely science fair participants. Science is for me, it's for you, it's for our loved ones, it's for strangers we walk past daily. In fact, it encompasses everything that we experience in our everyday lives. It is the nature of existence itself. Science can be a very mysterious and intimidating thing, but we must never lose our sense of wonder. When we apply our collective curiosity and engage in experiments and testing, the knowledge gained produces tremendous results for our lives. Without an understanding of science, we wouldn't know what allows us to stand, how we're able to breathe, what gets us around in our cars. We wouldn't have our cell phones without the diligent work of chemists, physicists, and computer scientists all coming together. Science equips us with an incredible ability to shape the world, and it is our responsibility to regard it with the utmost respect, utilizing it as a means for enhancing the quality of life for all of us. The projects before us today are crucial exercising in giving science this much needed and much deserved respect, such that we may all actively participate in moving our world forward, even from a tiny island in the Caribbean Sea. So this afternoon, I just want to say congratulations to all the participants. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Madam Minister. I hope you listen carefully, students, because one day I am more than certain that it will be one of you doing this. One day I am more than certain that it'll be one of you that I'll be reading about, looking at you on Facebook. Who knows? Probably we'll have different colonies on different planets, and we'll all have some interesting conversations. Anyway, we were scheduled to have some remarks by Mr. Jibril Lewis. He is unable to be with us this evening. However, Mr. Teran Hodge Kati, a former student at the Albina Lake Hodge Comprehensive School, and a recent, not too recent, but recent enough, a graduate from the University of the Virgin Islands. I think it's in the area. Oh, sorry, my bad. University of the Bri. He would have studied electrical engineering, I think it is. Yes, correct. So you two can reach for the stars. Mr. Carter, Mr. Hodge Carter, please come.
Good evening, everyone. I'd like to accept the protocol already established and a few corrections. I guess when he heard the word DeVry, he thought of DVI. I don't know, maybe so. No? Okay. All right. Well, my name is Teran Hashkati. I am magna cum laude graduate of the DeVry University of Technology and Business, and also currently the Consumer Services Engineer at the Anguilla Electricity Company. I would like to take this opportunity to welcome everyone here And those who have taken part in the science fair, congratulations. The view of a dwarf on the shoulders of a giant is the same. In other words, we can take this opportunity to utilize the technology that we have been exposed to, and develop it into new, and also answer the current problems that we are undergoing in today's society. The science fair allows us future engineers to do just that, to have a problem, to seek how to solve this problem. And even if it doesn't work, the quest, the journey, the knowledge attained, and the experience cannot be taken back. You will continue to grow and grow. Of course, you all know the story of Thomas Edison and how many times he have created the light bulb or tried to create the light bulb, but no one really knows the story of how many different inventions he made in the process, just trying and trying over and over. Continue to use the science fair as that stepping stone, that opportunity for you to learn, to present, to master that opportunity to be able to sell and encourage others to use science as your new career. I thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Haj Kati. I'm hoping that the students actually listen to what you said and actually use it. Right before we have a musical rendition by Mr. Kamal Vanterpool, I just wanted to let you, the students, know the intention for this year's science fair was to have some university professors take a look at your projects while you're being questioned. Unfortunately, that didn't work out. But rest assured that I will be sending some information to some of them on some of the projects that I've seen. So hopefully next year, once we have a lot more projects, right, students? Okay. Once we have some more projects, and those projects are of a better quality, we can get some university professors to tune into the streaming. I can tell you two of the schools which I had online, Midwestern State University in Wichita Falls, Texas, and also we would have gotten a professor from Howard University to tune in and take a look at it. So whereas COVID has created a limitation, it has also created an opportunity where more persons can actually look at it. But nonetheless, I'm still going to make those contacts, and the next time around, you're going to wow us with your genius. So enough of my monotonous voice. We'll now have a musical rendition by Mr. Kamal Vanterpool, and accompanied by Tyree.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Oh, I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed day and the dark sacred night. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors How do you do? What they're really saying is, I love you. I hear babies cry. I watched them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, oh, what a wonderful world. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Thank you. Thank you very much. We are talented, but I hope you recognize the depth of our talent. It's not just confined to sports, art, or science. It also includes the arts. Thank you very much again, gentlemen. Mr. Vanderpool, Mr. Tyree. Okay, the moment that we've all been waiting for, at least the students, that is. Days, weeks, months of work, all coming down to this. I'm not trying to add to the suspense, but, I can see some of you laughing away. It's okay. It's okay. So we're going to need the assistance of Mrs. Carty, principal of the school. Oh, you're going to ask this for me. And she'll be ably assisted by Mrs. Theophile Richardson with the distribution of the awards. So let me explain briefly how it's going to be done. We'll call the projects, their positions. We start with the lowest position and work our way up. And after all of the gold and silver medals are issued, we'll then come back with the best year group project and the grand finale, the best overall project. As indicated earlier, we will be having special awards for best year group and best overall. I wish I was in school now. Yes, so let's not wait anymore. As was mentioned, we did have a reduction in the number of projects, but nonetheless, we had some very interesting projects. So therefore, without further ado, the project, the gold medal project in the first and second form category goes to the project entitled, Do Sugary Drinks Stain Your Teeth? Do Sugary Drinks Stain Your Teeth? Well, it's on. Yes. And this gentleman's name is Jordan Richardson. So if I don't get your name correct, don't feel too bad. Okay, so we now, seeing that there was only one entrant from the first and second form year group, we now move to the third and fourth form year group. And we are going to start with the area of physical science. In this category, we had about 8 projects. In 8th place, we had Lemon Battery. There were 2 projects on the Lemon Battery. So Lemon Battery number 2, they came in 8th place. In 7th place, we had, you can give them a round of applause in absentia. In 7th place, we had Lemon Battery number 1. In 6th place, we had the inflatable yeast balloon. In 5th place, we had the flying tea bag. The flying tea bag. In 4th place, we had life living lightning. All right, now the action begins. In 3rd place, with an interesting project entitled A Potato Battery. A Potato Battery. The persons for potato batteries, are you around? Okay. Once you hear your project mentioned, all of you, don't be too shy. Let's give these young ladies a round of applause. We may start simple, but eventually we're going to get where we need to get. In 2nd place, okay, get your picture, smile, smile. Lovely. In 2nd place, we had the infinity mirror. The infinity mirror. So in the event you need one built, you can check this young lady out. Okay, let's give her another round of applause for her efforts. And in 1st place, we have Seeing into Space. Seeing into Space. I guess these young ladies did not need the Galileo telescope to help them out, so I like your eyes. Yes, let's give them a round of applause. Good job, ladies. Okay, so we now move into the life science category. In 6th place, we have the project entitled The Movement of Osmosis Through a Potato Tissue. The movement of osmosis through a potato tissue. In 5th place, we had hydroponics. In 4th place, we had the project entitled How Smoking Affects the Body. How smoking affects the body. In 3rd place, the project entitled The Effects of Osmosis. The Effects of Osmosis, the bronze medal place. I guess I will be holding their medals. In 2nd place, does temperature affect the growth of mold? In 2nd place, does temperature affect the growth of mold? So I'm hoping you can share your findings with the bakeries so that we don't have any issues. And while we wait on second place to collect their medals, in first place in the life science category, we have the project entitled, Can Your DNA Determine Your Fingerprint? Can Your DNA Determine Your Fingerprint? So now the category that's nearer and dearer to my heart, environmental science. We only had 2 projects in this category, but 2 very good projects. So in second place, with the project entitled The Mini Biofuel, would those gentlemen please stand up and come forward? Very good at Johnny. He also plays for Yellow House. And by the way, we are leading the junior football. I think we're in front for the senior females too. Good job, Johnny. High five. And in first place, the project entitled Watch What You Grow. The project entitled Watch What You Grow. Yes, we watch them grow. I've watched them grown over the years, actually, from primary school participation to now. So good job, good job, good job. Okay, so now we reach to the 5th and 6th form year grouping. So we're going to start in the area of physical science. In 8th place was the project entitled The Effectiveness of Burning an Object Through the Use of Various Substances. That's the 8th place project. In 7th place, we have the project entitled Diffusion. In 6th place, we had a project entitled What Solution Can Dissolve an Eggshell? In 5th place, we have the project entitled Baking Soda and Vinegar Balloon Experiment. In 4th place, we had the project entitled Using Cabbage as a pH Indicator. And that's red cabbage, by the way. In 3rd place, we had the project entitled Does Water Conduct Electricity? 3rd place. In the second place, we have the project that's entitled Plucking Strings. And the gold medal project for the physical science category is entitled Can You See Through Me? Can You See Through Me? In the environmental science category, in second place, we have the project entitled Test the Water. Test the Water. Let's give them a round of applause. And the first place project for the environmental science category in the 5th and 6th year grouping is entitled Plastic Pollution and Sustainability. Plastic Pollution and Sustainability. So we now move to the life science category. In second place, we have the project entitled Yeast Reproduction in Sugar Substitute. Yeast Reproduction in Sugar Substitute. And in first place is the project entitled Does Light Color Affect Growth and Phototropism? Does light color affect growth and phototropism? And Akiara will take it on the gentleman's behalf. Thank you, Akiara. So we now move to the behavioral science category. So a little tangent here. Once you recognize that you can have a certain number of projects in other areas, oftentimes we would adopt so that we can create a category to accommodate that particular grouping. So we are now in behavioral science. In fourth place, the project entitled Does Music Affect Animal Behavior? Does music affect animal behavior? In third place, we had the project entitled Don't Stand Too Close to Me, Invasion of Personal Space. Third place. Wow. In second place, we had a project entitled Music Efficiency. And in first place, we had a project entitled Quarantine Pastime. Quarantine Pastime. Okay. Okay, in the area of technological science, we had one entry. So therefore, that project is entitled Heron's Foundation, and I guess it's fountain. Oh, Heron's Fountain, and that project would have gotten first place. Heron's Fountain. So now is where we get the big prizes. Big prizes. So we're going to go back, way back, into the first and second farm year group. So this person, this young gentleman, Mr. Richardson, he gets the best year group project for the first and second category. Remember, his project was entitled Do Sugary Drinks Stain Your Teeth? And I'm certain if you take a look at his project, some of you will change your mind when you're having certain beverages. We now have the representative from NCDS, and she has a special treat to give to this young gentleman. It is a cash prize for those of you with inquiring minds. Don't go yet. Okay, so the next person or group of persons to smile oh yes. Yes. They're going to smile, all right. Just ensuring that I'm correct. And the project that is based on the point value, that is, the project that won the best year group prize for the third and fourth farm is the project entitled Watch What You Grow. Watch What You Grow. All right, we are watching them grow up, right? One for each. So imagine next year when everyone gets on board and Lek will give us, let's say, $1,000 for first place. Maybe a scholarship or something for someone. You know, I'm just throwing out ideas. Lovely. Make sure you get your photographs. And, oh, sorry. Sorry, you know you have to, before you cut your cloth, you need to measure a couple of times to ensure that all is well. All right, and the best, we didn't reach that categories yet. The best project for 5th and 6th form goes to the project entitled Plastic Pollution and Sustainability. Thank you very much, Miss McLean. She attended the Road Primary School, and then it is now Adrian T. Hazel, several years ago. She was a very wonderful student. So, we are coming to the grand prize according to the older people. The grand prize, but you can't get a grand prize if you're not in it. The grand prize being the best overall project. And to assist us with this, we will have the representative from ANLEC, who has brought a special box of goodies. So Santa come a little early in the form of ANLEC. Well, at least that's before you get your bill, so just enjoy. And also, I'll wait till she gets set up. Those bags look okay. They're yellow in color. I wonder what is the contents. I am certain that some of you who are now supporting the students wish that you were in school at this point in time. You're getting cash, you're getting prizes. Who knows? Maybe next year ANLEC would give a scholarship, $1,000 first place for each member of the group. Yes, a combination where you could have, let's say, a part of the prize being a reduction in the cancellation of the electricity bill for that month. I'm just coming up with ideas. Yes. A scholarship or two. Building the lab, help. Anyway, yes. So the best overall project goes to, plastic pollution and sustainability. Okay, lovely. I like when our corporate citizens start to stand up and help us out. Tuition, scholarship, $1,000 first prize, lab cancellation of the electrical bill for a particular period. Just ideas. I'm not forcing you, I'm just encouraging you to think divergently. So, not yet. Every year, oh no, you're going to assist me, please. You're going to assist me. Every year we tend to see the projects, but we don't see the work behind the projects or the task of motivating the students to do the work. At times, it is relatively easy, and at times, it can be very onerous. This year was one of those years. So, we must encourage those teachers who would be calling students, bringing them to the lab, ensuring that they had to do what they needed to do so that we can have what we have today. And hopefully, ANLEC would give one of them a scholarship at some point in time. But just saying, let us recognize our teachers for the hard effort that they have put in over the years, and especially this year. 2020 has been rough, but our teachers have shown that they are tough and resilient. So, the teachers who would have been instrumental in ensuring that we have projects, could you please come to the stage? Okay, so I'll ask the ANLEC representative to assist the principal with the distribution of the trophies for the teachers. And ANLEC, being the wonderful cooperative citizen that they are, they're going to bless our teachers with some of their goodie bags. And let us remember our hardworking principal who at times she's had to put her foot down and ensure that certain things remained in place. We say a special thank you to our principal. So let's give our principal a round of applause. There's a saying that goes, uneasy lies the head that wears the crown. Trust me, being a principal is not an easy job. We thank you very much, Mrs. Carter, for the efforts that you continuously put out.
This is very impromptu. We brought a few gifts, but I have a very special one that I want to sneak in the back and get, if you guys bear with me 1 second.
Scholarship, maybe.
ANGLEC is a very proud corporate citizen. Of course, we love education, and we are now boasting being one of the top, if not the top, corporate sponsor for education. And so at this time, I would like to give our flowers, while we can, to Mr. Winston. It's not a cancellation of a bill. It's not a scholarship, but it's something. And this being our first year giving gifts, I couldn't have come here without giving him a little something and really saying thank you for the work that he continues to do, right? Don't look too hard enough. I said it's not a cancellation.
Thank you very much, ANLEC. You caught me off guard. I know you have the power, so yes. So now that most of the goodies have been issued, we will now reach to that point in time where we're going to have some closing remarks by our esteemed principal, Mrs. Carty. Mrs. Carty.
Good evening to everyone, and thank you to Mr. Duncan. I think Mr. Duncan deserves a really big round of applause. He has already started to prepare for next year's science fair, and the auditorium was booked from August for this year's science fair, and it really was supposed to be bigger, better, and I think in a lot of ways it is. Look at this decoration, for instance. So thank you for that. And I think a lot of creativity was shown in the projects. When you spoke to the students, you saw a lot of insight and thought that went into it. And it was art also in a way, just by listening to the names of the products and the projects. So give them a big round of applause for that. The because you mightn't have experienced all of the projects, but I'm sure you were intrigued by many of the names that you heard this evening. So I want to extend my heartiest congratulations to all of them and to tell them to continue not only to have knowledge, but to use that knowledge and to develop their experimental skills. Right now at school, we're looking very hard at profiles, and we see that a lot of our students know, and they know that they know, but they need to extend that now into use of knowledge, which is a profile for the exam and has higher value than just knowing, and also into their practical skills, showing what they know and also using it. Because after science comes what? Technology. Technology is when we put it to use and it's used to enhance our lives. So congratulations to all, and we look forward to next year's science fair. I might put in a project because it's good to get a prize. Thank you.
Right before we have the vote of thanks, just to let you know, the science fair is going to be next year around the same time, and generally for the past 12, 13 years, the same location. So you don't have to wait until next year to start. You can start from now. And secondly, we are going to, as I said earlier, try to introduce novel ideas. Maybe we can have a family science fair where different families are, an adult science fair where members of the general public can actually participate and showcase their skills. So we'll now have the vote of thanks by Mr. Jordan Richardson. Mr. Jordan.
Good afternoon. Time and time waits on no man. So too does the beginning and end of an event. So therefore, it is my task to issue the vote of thanks to the many persons or companies that made this event possible. Firstly, let me thank the Almighty God for life and strength and health to be around to participate in this year's science fair. I would like to thank the Honorable Minister of Education, Ms. Deanne Kentish-Rogers, for her brief remarks to us this evening. A special thank you is issued to you, the students, for your participation, and for our teachers, a special who were on our cases to ensure the tasks were complete. For this Herculean task, I say thank you, Mom. A special thank you is also issued to the Department of Education for sponsorship of the awards for this evening. To ANGLEC and NCDS, I would like to say a big special thank you for providing special awards to help motivate us. While I say thank you, I hope you will be around for the next years. I would also like to issue special thanks to Ms. Riorita Warner for the creation of the invitation, Mr. Gilbert Fleming, GAF, for streaming the event live, Mr. Corvell Fleming, for the use of the sound system, intricate events and designs for decorating here so beautifully, and our musicians, Mr. Kamal Vanterpool and Mr. Tyree Peters, who blessed our hearts today. This science fair could not be possible without the esteemed judges who came faithfully for the past several days. I know at times you could have been somewhere else, but you chose to be with us. Thank you, Mr. Jibri Lewis, Miss Jasmine Ruan, Miss Jared Samuel, Mr. Teron Hodge Carty, Mr. Darlin Connor, Miss Carencia Ruse, Miss Sharma Fleming, and Mr. Alwyn Nichols. To the principal and science department of the ALHCS, we say thank you for your continuous support. We know you have only tried your best and put your best interests at heart, and we are appreciative of that fact in the event.
I may have excluded someone, but I thank you. Oh yeah, don't be thing at me if I like say the name wrong.
So let me thank Jordan. I know in most instances, most people are not comfortable having to stand and speak in front of people. Thank you, sir, for a wonderful job. So next year, same time, same place, a packed auditorium, scholarship from ANLIC, yes, and NCDS. So we look forward to your presence and drive safely. The teachers, can I see you, please?